What is up, YouTube? This is your boy LK Gaming. We're back with some more Call of Duty, man. I tried to record the gameplay of Chapter 5, but somehow it deleted. It says I didn't, so there won't be a Chapter 5, guys. I'm sorry. I'm be skipping from Chapter 4 to Chapter 6. It sounds pretty weird, but hey. Let's get into it.
Who goes there?
I woke up again.
That nightmare again. I need a drink.
So, to be honest with you, I believe that they have another dimension where one of the Hawkins, the dad, the dad's like some type of demon or something. Because I just woke up and this girl was from my nightmare. So it's real, it's kind of confusing, guys. To me, it's kind of confusing. Well, let's see if I miss a book. I am still check or something. No. See, it's painting. Nope. Alright, we're going back downstairs.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Awful.
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
Gotta talk to you.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the Force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
I do.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Alrighty. Talk to. Let's go with this.
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
Oh yes, yes, I did. I did. She was a part of a cult. I can't say this.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient.
Wow.
Or was. I haven't seen him since
He
Dr.
really
Fuller
didn't
had
let
him
me choose
transferred
that
to the
choice.
basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
He was.
I didn't see what, but Something was there, with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins, visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This
Yes.
makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess he can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
So you want us to go tell
that
this
truth may be
girl,
biased.
lady, to hell?
We
Wow,
don't know the
that's
bottom
messed
of
up. Let's stay brutal. Better to confront the truth. No.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
So?
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
Dr.
I'll
Fuller,
do my
let's go
best.
to diary. Talk to Sanders with her. We got all that done. We got that. 5 CP, let's go. It's not even letting me. Wow. Let's do this. $60. There we go. Now, who do we talk to? Hold on. Before we leave, there's nothing. There's nothing. Sanders residence. Man, this game is crazy. It makes you think you're delusional, but you're not. It's like, you know. It's Enter Madness. I'm going to let you know.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may.
Oh my gosh,
However,
she
before
about to
we
get
go any
freaked out.
further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well. Look who's
Oh.
here.
Look at her. Oh, she fine. Why you mad at me, baby? I ain't do you nothing. Come on.
You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
Alright, no.
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, Since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned.
Wow.
You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
He started raving, screaming that
Wow.
a dimensional shambler had found him.
Oh, mercy, that story again. Why have him interned?
That was when he began to convulse and twist with pain. Or terror, it's hard to tell.
Crap.
Beg your pardon?
I'm not really sure of what I saw, or what I didn't see. But it's best that you weren't there.
I should have been there. What you're telling me is outrageous. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
I shared your grief, but I had nothing to do with it. The truth is...
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did you know Sarah Hawkins? What is Cat doing here? And it's unlike that.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Got me some CP.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives. Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends,
were?
even?
This?
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
The painting must have been cursed.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel?
She knew something was wrong with it.
She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
Why?
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Where did you put the Chandler? Gonna search your whole house. Locked. Man, that is crazy. Locked already. It has to.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Damn, their house is so big, bro.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
What in the guy? No.
I could use one of those.
Sleeping pills. Got some sleeping pills. Look at this creature. I have to go back and oh, I got a trophy. I got another trophy. Jack of all trades. Hold up, I'm gonna pause it and see. Alrighty. This will affect my destiny. Gallery. Let's talk to her.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
It's none of your business. I'm gonna be polite even though she's being mean to me.
Another painting by Sarah Hawkins. One connected to the horrors I've discovered on this island.
What a surprise. I'm listening.
All's fair in love and war, I suppose.
Holy crap. Darn it, I forgot to get the sword. There was actually a trophy too that I forgot to get, but I'm gonna get it though. Holy crap.
What the hell was that? Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
So damn scared. I'm so scared. Please don't come over. Please don't. Please. Get the fuck, bro. I'm so scared right now, bro. It's like please God, please God.
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Wrong dagger. Wrong dagger! Oh my god! Please don't kill me. I don't know.
This dagger looks different. Go. This has to work. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Yes. Yes. Oh my god, that was so horrifying.
What's the matter with you?
From beyond.
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
I was attacked by
I was
a creature.
attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew about the monster?
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
And you giving me this information free of charge? I really should talk to this about Drake.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
God, that was so scary. Alright guys, that will be it in this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos. And again guys, peace.